All right, Shalom, Shalom. Giving all praises and honor and glory that's due to Yahweh Shemiel Shai, Bashem Rakakadash, double out city elders and the apostles of great wisdom who rule well, peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. All right, pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity to you brothers out there. Pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity into the Yahweh, the few sisters that are listening and learning to you. I say Shalom. Coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiel Shai. Lord willing to edify the faith and lamps in Yahweh Shemiel Shai. Praise and let's be edifying straight to the point. Alright? And as you can see, man, things are rapidly speeding up, man. The prophecies are speeding up, man. Okay? And I kind of ran into this, like, watching a video on YouTube, man, and, from Lisa Cabrera talking about this. And, I decided to get my 2 cents on this, man, because, hey, as you can see, man, all right, just like what happened in ancient Egypt, modern day Egypt is being played again. What's modern day Egypt? America, Babylon the Great, man. Okay, and as you can see, there's a couple of, a few articles, that came out about 2, 3, 4 days ago, but it's still, still edifying and feeding the lambs, man. Hey, still got to sound the alarm, man. Okay. So as you can see, man, you see these moron crickets and grasshoppers you know, devouring the crops, man. Okay? Alright. So hey, just like what happened in ancient Egypt, it's happening again, as you can see. You see some articles right here. There's some from the independent news. It says biblical swarms of giant moron crickets destroying crops in U.S. West. Okay? All right, these are plagues that's being sent through the spirit and power. How about Shemiel Shai, man? Okay, so let's read this one. All right, let's go to this one. All right, all right, let's read this one. This says, let's read the title. It says, biblical swarm of giant moron crickets destroying crops in U.S. West. All right, the insects prefer both hotter temperatures and droughts conditions than are likely to like are linked to global heating. All right. It says farmers in the American West are battling outbreaks of moron crickets, insects that can grow almost 3 inches, 8 centimeters in length. In the past few years, the crickets, in addition to grasshoppers, have destroyed swath of crops as officials spend millions trying to control the swarm, according to the Associated Press. All right, but hey, all these are being sent through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiel Shai, man. Like what happened in ancient Egypt is happening again. Okay, all right, that's pretty much it for that article. Don't get too much. Let's see. Let's try this one up here. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's read a little bit of this one here. All right. It says driving down a windy canyon road in northern Oregon, rangeland, Jordan Mullen, and April Mamont are on the lookout for mourn crickets, giant insects that can ravage crops. There's one right there. All right. This person said they're they're not hard to spot. The insects, which can grow larger than 2 inches, blot and blot the aspect. Let's see, read more. Moron crickets are not new to Oregon. Native to western North America, their names dates back to the 1800s, when they are ruining the fields of moron settlers in Utah, but amid droughts and warming temperatures, conditions favored by the insect outbreaks across the West have worsened. All right, so hey, the Lord is bringing these plagues upon Egypt, man. Let's read a little bit more. It says the Oregon legislator last year a local $5 million to assess the problem and set up a moron cricket and grasshopper slug suppression program. An additional $1.2 million for the program was approved early this month. All right, so they're trying to fight these insects, man. All right, they're destroying the crops. And hey, this is biblical, man. Okay, like it says up here. Let's go back. It says West Seas biblical explosion of moron crickets and grasshoppers, man. Okay, just like what happened in ancient Egypt, man. The locusts, destroying the crops. Okay, there you go. All right, so hey, and this is all the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua just speeding up the prophecies, man. Okay, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua, he's speeding up the prophecies. All right, let's see what this one said. This came out an hour ago. All right, it says swarm of. This is from Nature World News. It says swarm of biblical proportion ravaged crops in the American West. All right, caused by these insects, man. Okay, swarm of cannibalistic insects wreaking havoc on crops across the West, and this is gonna further. All right, you already got with Esau Edom orchestrating damn orchestrating food shortage. All right, now you got this problem. So hey, it's only getting worse for Babylon the Great America, man. It's only getting worse, and it's not gonna get any better. This place is out of here, man. Okay. It says they resemble giant grasshoppers, and the harsh heat and arid conditions only serve to boost their numbers, leaving ranchers and farmers to deal with the ensuing mess. All right, so look, man, this place is out of here, man. All right, you see the little insects right there. Okay, it says insect outbreaks. Farmers in the western part of the U.S. are facing outbreaks of cannibalistic insects devouring crops from Nevada to Montana. Golly. Hey. Hey, man. It's about to get worse here, man. It's over with. Game over. On top of a worsened drought and increasing temperatures over the last few years, officials have spent millions of dollars attempting to manage the explosive swarm of moron crickets that have destroyed swath of crops from Nevada to Montana. Okay, all right. So, and it ain't working, man. Okay, so ain't none of it working. All right. And what on top of that, man? All right, there's a lot more going on. I'm just gonna kill two birds with one stone, man. All right, you see, and this is what's coming next. All right, no more crops, no more food, none of that stuff, man. No more food in the grocery store. This is what's gonna come next, man. This is from naturalnews.com. And it says food inflation's desperation leads to violent attacks in grocery stores. Food riots, man. That's coming. Okay. So let's read a little bit of this. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. All right. It says, as food inflation worsens, a sense of desperation is seizing the minds of the American people, and some of them are lashing out in acts of violence against workers at grocery stores and other food retail locations. America is now seeing a shocking risk in retail location violence that seems distance to only get worse. And exactly, man, because hey, in the coming months, all right, today is July the 1st, 2022, the year turn up, man. All right, it's 12:51, as you can see. All right, today we just entered into July, man. July 1st, 2022, the year turn up. So things are about to turn up, man. Okay, things are about to turn up, and it is only gonna get worse, man. Okay, it's about to get worse here in Babylon the Great America, man. You're gonna see violence on all scales, especially in the next month and going into the early fall. Okay, going into the early fall, man. Okay, when the diesel runs out for these truckers delivering these foods and stuff. Okay, hey, it's over with, man. So prophecies are rapidly speeding up. The Lord Yahweh Shai is turning things up, man. And hey, call Yahweh Shai. Let's go. All right, all right. Let's read a little bit more, and I'm gonna get some scriptures. It says Joe Biden's catastrophic economic and energy policies have led to a 400% increase in the price of fertilizer, a 100% increase in the price of diesel fuel, supply chain disruption, and food production shortfalls. Even infant formula has been in a supply chain crisis, and the cost of agricultural inputs today means far higher prices in the coming months. Exactly, man. It's about to, man. It's about to get worse, man. Okay, all right. Uh, let's see. Let's read a little bit more. Let's read this paragraph, and then I'm gonna pull out some scriptures. All right. It says the result is record high food inflation that keeps getting worse. Higher costs for food gobble up higher percentages of discretionary income for consumers, hitting low income consumers especially hard. When food prices when food prices rise to the point of requiring 50% of a person's income just to eat, history tells us that societies break down and lurch into uprisings and revolts, and that's what's coming, man. Second is just the 15th chapter, man. All right. Second is just the 15th chapter from the 14th verse all the way down to the 19th verse, man. Okay, this is what's coming. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not gonna read no more of that. I'll put this article in the description box and one of the other articles in the description box so you can read them. All right. But hey, this is what's coming, man. Okay. And we told you these days were coming. Okay. All right. Let's start at the top. Matthew 24 verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? Whose world? Esau's world. All right, because he's ruling right now. He's in his kingdom. He's in his heaven. But his kingdom is falling as we speak. All right, and I saw a video on W7 where now the 100 processing food plant has now burned to the ground. Why these things ain't being reported on the mainstream media, man? All right, they being reported, but they trying to spin it and say it's only 30, man. No, man, it ain't 30. This is the 100 food processing plant burnt to the ground, man. 100, man. 100 food processing plants. This is all being orchestrated. And then on top of that, you got the crickets and the grasshoppers devouring the crops, man. This place is done. Okay? This place is we almost out of here. Let's get down to verse actually let's start at verse 6. Alright. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See then that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Those rumors of wars, alright? You got the race wars, the race riots, okay? Alright? You got all these things coming, okay? And plus, on top of that, you got food riots that's about to happen, man. It's about to go from bad to worse, man. Okay? Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. These are the beginning of sorrows. We're entering into the beginning of sorrows and the beginning of Jacob's trouble, man. Jeremiah 30 and 7 and Daniel 12 and 1. A time like no other. Okay? Let's go down to verse 21. Matthew 24 and verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days should be shortened. And the days are being shortened for the elect's sake, man. All right. And plagues are being put up on this place. What happened in ancient Egypt is happening again. Okay. And let's get some proof on that. This is Exodus 10 and verse 3. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm just going to, read some key points in here and then, move on. All right. You can go to this chapter and read it for yourself. Okay. Exodus 10 and verse 3. And Moses and Aaron came in unto Pharaoh and said unto him, Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, power of the Hebrews, was the Israelites, man. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is the God and the power of the Hebrews, man. All right, the Hebrew Israelites, not our people. Okay. How long wilt thou refuse to humble thyself before me? Let my people go, that they may serve me. Okay, so hey, ancient Pharaoh, he didn't want to let the Hebrews go, just like modern day Pharaoh, Esau, even the so-called white man. He don't want to let the children of Israel go, man. Okay? Excuse me. Let's get a scripture on that. Let's go to right here. Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were pressed together. The children of Israel represents the northern tribes, and the children of Judah represents the southern tribe, along with Benjamin and Levi. Okay? And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. These devils refused to let us go, man. Okay? Verse 34. Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord Yahweh shall host is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that they may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. And that's what's about to happen, man. All right? The Lord Yahweh Shai is about to quiet this place, man. All right, ICBM nuclear missiles. Okay. All right. Let's read verse 35. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, said the Lord Yahweh Shai, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon. And upon her princes and upon her wise men. What's that ultimate sword? The ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Okay. All right. That's the ultimate sword. Verse 36. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. All right. Verse 37. A sword is upon their horses and upon their chariots, the military force, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. All right. What these devils have stole, they're gonna have to give it all back, man. Okay. Verse 38. A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up. Okay. Hey, once the lights go out, no more running water. Okay. For it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols. All right. And this place is a land of graven images, man. Those false images. Okay. Verse 39. Therefore, the wild beasts of the deserts with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there, and the owls shall dwell therein, and it shall no more inhabit. And it shall be no more inhabited forever, and neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. All right, this is after the destruction of Babylon. Nothing is gonna dwell here, but desert creatures, man. Okay, after this place is destroyed. Okay. Verse 40. As Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, said the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Nothing is going to dwell therein in this place, Babylon the Great America, once this place is destroyed. All right, now let's go back to Exodus chapter 10. All right, and let's read verse 4. Else, if thou refuse to let my people go, behold, tomorrow will I bring forth the locusts into thy coast. Verse 5. And they shall cover the face of the earth, that no one cannot be able to see the earth. And they shall eat the residue of that which is escaped, which remaineth unto you from the hail, and shall eat every green which groweth from you out of the fields. All right, talking about the crops, man. Everything was devoured. All right. The food supply was interrupted just in ancient Egypt, just like it's being interrupted in modern day Egypt. All right. There you go. Let's read on. Verse 6. And they shall fill thy houses, and the houses of all thy servants, and the house of all the Egyptians, which neither thy fathers nor thy fathers' fathers have seen since the day that they were upon the earth unto this day. And he turned himself and went out from Pharaoh. And Pharaoh's servants said unto him, How long shall this man be a snare unto us? Let the men go, that they may serve the Lord Yahweh Shai their power. Notice thou not yet that Egypt is destroyed. All right. So hey, Pharaoh was getting jacked up, man. All right. Got the Lord Yahweh Shai. All right. He was using his servant Moses to jack these Egyptians up. All right, which was the Hamites, by the way. Okay, the ancient Egyptians that had us in captivity were the Hamites. The modern day Egyptians who have us in captivity are the Edomites, man, the so-called white race. Okay. Verse 8. And Moses and Aaron were brought again unto Pharaoh, and he said unto them, Go, serve the Lord Yahweh your power, but who are they that shall go? And Moses said, We will go with our young, and with our old, and with our sons, and with our daughters, and with our flocks, and with our herds will we go, for we must hold a feast unto the Lord Yahweh Shai. Verse 10. And he said unto them, Let the Lord be so with you, as I will let you go, and your little ones. Look to it, for evil is before you. Verse 11. Not so, go now ye that are men, and serve the Lord Yahweh, for that ye did desire, and they were driven out from Pharaoh's presence. Okay. So hey, Pharaoh didn't want to let everybody go. He just let the men go. It's all right. Verse 12. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, Stretch out thy hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come up upon the land of Egypt. Excuse me, my allergies acting up, man. So you gotta excuse me. Good Lord. And eat every herb of the land, and even all that the hail hath left. All right. So the Lord told Moses. So the Lord Yahweh told Moses to stretch out his hand, man. So the locusts can be let loose, man. And he said, devour every herb, which means all the crops was all right. The crops, the food, everything. All right. Verse 13. And Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and the Lord Yahweh brought an east wind upon the land all that day and all that night. And when it was morning, the east wind brought the locusts, and the locusts went up over all the land of Egypt, and rested in all the coast of Egypt. Very grievous were they. Before them there were no such locusts as they, neither after them shall be such. Excuse me. Verse 15. For they covered the face of the whole earth, so that the land was darkened, that they may eat every herb of the land, and all the fruits of the trees which the hail hath left, and there remained not any green thing in the trees or in the herbs of the fields through all the land of Egypt, man. So those locusts devoured all the crops, they devoured all the food, man. Okay? Hey, and this is what's happening now. All right? This is what's happening in modern day Egypt, all right? So hey, what happened in ancient Egypt? All right, what happened before, happening again, man. Like it tells you. Let's get that scripture in Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 9. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that had been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Okay, what happened in the past, happening again. All right. There's no new thing under the sun, man. Okay. Verse 10. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It had been already of old time, which was before us. You see? Okay. So what happened in the past is happening again. What happened in ancient Egypt is now happening in modern day Egypt, man. Okay. So now let's go to Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 10. All right. Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Okay? All right. Actually, you know what? Let me start at the let me start at the top, man. All right. Actually, let me start at the top and home all the way down to verse 19. Okay? Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5. Behold, said the Lord Yahweh Shai, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction. That's coming. All right, it's already here and it's rapidly speeding up. Why? Verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. The sins of this place in Babylon the Great America has reached into the ears of the Lord Yahweh Shai, and he's bringing forth the plagues, all right? And he's bringing forth all the plagues that's coming upon this earth, man. Okay? Verse 7. Therefore said the Lord Yahweh Shai, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. The souls of the just are the Israelites, man, the men of the Lord. We're sighing and crying for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Verse 9. And therefore, said the Lord Yahweh Shai, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. So the Lord Yahweh Shai is rapidly speeding things up. And let's get a couple of scriptures to substantiate that, man. Okay. This is Luke chapter 18, verse 7. And shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? Verse 8. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? Alright, he's finding faith on the earth through the Lord's elect, man. Okay, let's see. Let's go to right here. I want to start. I'm gonna start here. Actually, I'm gonna start here. Psalm 69 and verse 16. Hear me. Excuse me. Psalm 69 and verse 16. Hear me, O Lord Yahweh Shai, for thy loving kindness is good. Turn unto me according to the multitude of thy tender mercies. All right. Verse 17. And hide not thy face from thy servants, for I am in trouble. Hear me speedily. So the Lord, we're asking the Lord Yahweh Shai, man, to hear us speedily. We're praying to the Lord Yahweh Shai, come rescue us, man. We're sick and tired of this damn place. We're sick and tired of the wickedness of this damn place. All right. And the Lord is hearing us, man. And he's speedily coming, man. All right. That's why the Lord Yahweh Shai is rapidly speeding up the prophecies. Okay. Verse 18. Draw nigh unto my soul and redeem it. Deliver me because of my enemies. Okay. And like it says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord is going to lift up a standard against these devils, man. Okay, he's going to protect his elect. Okay, verse 19. Thou hast known my reproach and my shame and my dishonor. My adversaries are all before thee. All right, and hey, Esau's about to come in like a flood, man. Okay, let's go back to 2 Ezra chapter 15. I forgot to put a bookmark on that. But I know what I left off though. All right. Let's read verse 9 again. 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 9. And therefore said the Lord Yahweh Shai, I will surely avenge them. Who's the them? The elect. and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Verse 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Verse 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. All right. And we read about what happened in ancient Egypt, all right, in Exodus the 10th chapter, all right. We read about what happened in ancient Egypt. Guess what? It's happening again in modern day Egypt, man, with those moron crickets and those grasshoppers devouring the crops, okay? Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. Verse 13, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. And that's what's happening, man. Prophecies are speaking loud and clear. Verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in the hand. All right, and we read that second article. All right, well, the violence is increasing in these grocery stores. It's about to increase, man. Okay, as the food shortages come, as you see the empty shelves, as you see the prices go up on certain items such as bread, and let's not forget, the wheat runs out in about a few weeks, man. Okay, I think about today's July 1st, so yeah, the wheat supply runs out in about a few weeks, man. Let's not forget about that. You got maybe about 5 or 4 more weeks of wheat supply left in the world. See? So there you go, man. Things are speeding up. The Lord Yahweh is turning up in this place, man. Let's go. Okay? All right, let's read this again. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. People are going to take matters into their own hands, and you see that, man. All right, and as I read in the article, people are going to result to uprisings, man. And hey, people are not going to regard the police, the military, the president, your senators, your mayors, none of that. People are going to take matters into their own hands. All right, especially when they're starving. People starving out here. Okay. All right. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Martial law, checkpoints. Okay. All right. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the houses with the sword and spoil the goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay? And that great tribulation is fast approaching, man. Okay? This is 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. These plagues that are being sent by the Lord Yahweh, okay, you can't turn them back. All right, they're not going to be turned back again. All right, the Lord's not going to call back these plagues that He's sending upon the earth, man. No, the Lord Yahweh is going full speed ahead with His plans, man, to take down Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And 2/3 of our people, man, that's down with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay. Verse 15. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. That fire is going to be through those ICBM nuclear missiles and the laser chariot fire from the chariots, man. Okay? Verse 16. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Okay? You're not going to be able to turn these plagues back. Esau can't turn these plagues back. No one can. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, He's not going to turn the plagues back, man. All right. Verse 17. Woe is me. Who shall deliver me in those days? So the prophet was asking, woe is him. Because he saw this. And he's going to live in this real time, man. Okay. Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And we're in the beginning of sorrows, the beginning of mournings, death, great famine, okay, food shortages, starvation, the beginning of wars, World War III. All right. And the powers that be is standing in fear because they know their time is up. So they got to hurry up and push forth their new world order. Revelations 12 and 12. They're coming down with great wrath because they know it that they got but a short time. Okay. Verse 19. Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. All these are being sent to correct you Israelites, to wake you Israelites up. All right. You got some of the elect waking up. You got most of the Israelites waking up, but are they going to come into the realization, into the truth? I don't know. But 2/3, we already know they ain't going to wake up. Okay? 2/3 ain't going to wake up, man. All right? Verse 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Evils are growing upon the earth. All right? Let's go back to this article, man. Okay? Let's go back. Right here. Why this ain't being reported in the news, man? These is evils that's growing up on the earth. Okay? Alright? Evils growing up on the earth. Alright? You see this? Alright? Grasshoppers, crickets devouring the crops. Yeah. You see it. Okay? Let's read verse 21 again. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Excuse me. Verse 22, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. All right? So, hey, if you escape the hunger, then, hey, the sword is going to get you, man. And it's basically going to get 2/3 of the Israelite. That ultimate sword is going to be them ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Okay? Verse 23, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. Okay? There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna pretty much leave it here. I'm gonna beat a dead horse long enough, man. Alright, I made my point. So Lord willing, our praise lesson was edifying. All praises and glorifications goes to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations goes to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. See you with another lesson soon, Lord willing. Kwam Yasharala Shalom. Wild Baba Ball about Wam DTA about Ball. Boom. Shalom till next time. Shalom.